So the other day I made this video talking about everything we can expect to see at Samsung's Unpacked 2021 event. And of course, we had the Z Fold 3, had the Z Flip 3, but there's something else that is expected to be announced there officially that I think a lot of you guys are actually just as pumped for as the Foldy boys, and that is, of course, the S21 FE, or Fan Edition. Last year, we saw the first Fan Edition device like this from Samsung, the S20 FE, which came in at, I believe, $799, and it made a lot of waves because it came in at a really pretty affordable mid-range price point, but had a lot of features, packed in a lot of performance and a lot of really good stuff at a really low price. What I'm going to do here today is going to bring you everything that we know about the S21 FE, which if you do some digging, this is what I think digging looks like, apparently. There's actually quite a bit that we do know about the S21 FE already, so I'm going to break all that down for you here in just a moment. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I am almost at 5,000 subscribers. Maybe you could be the one. You could be number 5,000. How cool would that be? Be cool for you, be cool for me. Maybe click the subscribe button and find out. So the first thing to address here is, why do we think that the S21 FE is just over the horizon? Why do we think it's coming at the August 11th Galaxy Unpacked event? And well, we have one really good reason for that, and it's a guy named Evan Blass. This guy is the leakiest of the leaky boys, and he's pretty much always right about this kind of stuff. And he tweeted, Galaxy Unpacked, 11th of August. And if you scroll through here, yeah, look, you get the Z Fold 3s, and they're looking good, and I made a video talking about those. You get the Z Flip 3s. I made a video about those too, of course. But if you keep going, what do we have here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the S21 FE, or Fan Edition. And I think that it looks quite nice. We got the center hole punch selfie camera, just like before. We have the new S21 style camera bump, which I think does look quite a bit better. We have the triple camera setup, which we'll talk about a little bit as well. But yeah, there it is. That's the S21 FE, and it is coming. And based on the leaks around this thing, what do we know about it? Well, we know that it's going to be a glass front and a plastic back aluminum frame, which I'm totally fine with. That makes the thing more durable, less prone to shattering into a million pieces if you drop it on the sidewalk. Of course, IP68 water and dust resistance, just like before. We're getting a 6.41-inch 1080 by 2400 display with a 411 pixels per inch density, which is a pretty solid screen. And of course, that screen will be 120 hertz on that refresh rate. Of course, we're going to be getting Android 11 out of the box. 12 is just on the horizon still, but Android 11 will be there in the box with a Snapdragon 888 processor, so the top of the line processor for the S21 FE. So micro SD is apparently also going to be supported here, along with storage options from 128 to 256 gigs, as well as between 6 and 8 gigs of RAM. So let's talk here about the cameras, because there is some mystery here, although we do have reports that it's going to be keeping the same excellent 32 megapixel front-facing camera here, which is, as I said earlier, center mounted. You can get a good look at it there. Apparently that is going to be staying in there from last year's model. As for the other cameras, a little bit less to say there, but we do expect it to be the same sort of idea, where you've got a wide, an ultra wide, and a telephoto, although we haven't had really good information as to what these sensors are going to be. They may be the same as last year, they may be a small improvement, but let's be honest, the S20 FE was pretty good in terms of camera performance, so it's going to be in that same ballpark, same array of cameras. We've also got an under-display fingerprint sensor. Of course, you've got fast charging at 25 watts and a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That's right, I said 4,500 milliamp hour battery, if I wanted to say that again without eating my words like John Madden. And reverse power share, all these things are there as well. I think one of the biggest mysteries about the S21 FE, though, is going to be the price, because it launched at $799 last year, but you guys may be aware that the standard S21 launched at $799 this time around. So clearly it can't be $799, but they've also got phones at $599. Well, that leads us to one price point they're filling in all the price gaps. So mark it down. The F21 FE will be launching more than likely at $699 over here in these United States. Sam Mobile has an article here where they actually kind of talk about some of these rumors about price. They see here Korean media is reporting the S21 FE is expected to be priced between $620 and $720. The S20 FE started out at about $810. When you adjust these things for inflation, $799 was the price. I think $699 is where we're going to be on the S21 FE, and it is a big reduction from last year, but it does make room for the S21, and I think it's the A series that butts up on the other side at $599. So as we've already said, this thing's going to be announced August 11th alongside some other devices. Like this article from Laptop Mag says, expect the actual release date for you to be able to buy this thing to be shortly thereafter. So we're not too far off at all. Now, obviously, a lot of these things are rumors. We've heard, 4,500 milliamp hour battery. We've heard 4,370. So some of these things will be kind of gray. So don't expect this to be 100% correct. But this is pretty much what we know about the S21 FE. So guys, let me know how excited you are about this device in the comments down below. Thanks for making it to the end of today's video because it helps me out a ton. Thanks to those who have donated at scaryifliteral.com as well as supported me on Flatter. Stay tuned for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.